Mirage, especially on that CT side, he just completely charges up every single time. I would say that it's not as readable because he tends to mix up the timing a little bit and he goes out at different moments from connector in towards mid. But for the most part, if you're waiting for Carson to be around mid, he'll probably be there eventually.
Yeah, it's definitely a tendency that the fake out here. Oh,
Hey.
The double. What's happening? All right, we're in. Pissed around underway.
But
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, by the way, Mike, I think the last time Party Astronauts played Mirage was against Nouns. They haven't played in the last 3 months.
Really? Since December, they haven't played Mirage.
Yeah.
That's honestly astonishing. But okay, let's see how it goes. Shifting up their veto here. Ben Lee! Nearly stacks them all up. Classia trying to run this kill down. Got the 2 to fight with, but he'll isolate the fight with just Jeorge. Shots not landing yet there from Catwalk. Timing comes in, and Classy's now cleaned this up. It's all on to Jeorge. He needs the ace. He needs the ace to win this round. Bombs down. It's ticking away. Tries to go out for the fight. Tries to peek on into this. They're waiting for him, but that's a dink. That's a dink connected, and now Classy gets active in the fight. Oh, the HE could finish this. The HE could end this. Here it goes. He's backed away just in the nick of time. They're both low, though. Body shots will do it. And here comes the face. Here comes the fight. Here comes the fray. They're sticking it right in front of him. Classy down and out. A pistol round ace as Jeorge brings it through for Nouns.
Individually, Jeorge has been absolutely insane over the past month or so, and he continues to be on a complete tear here in this series. The previous map, he had that crazy clutch that he came out in the 1v2. Here, he opens it up with an ace. I mean, I looked at his stats over the 2 maps they'd played prior to this, and he had 6 3Ks and a 4K in 2 maps played. That's 7 3-kill plus rounds, and he also had, I think it was 8 opening frags throughout that span, which is pretty good for a player who's not typically the one going for the opening frags. It's Carson. So, I mean, Jeorge, huge props to him. I mean, he's been a big piece for this squad. We talked about it already, you know, how the addition of Jeorge and Junior has really changed the dynamic of Nouns. But right there, I mean, he's just taking the team on his shoulders.
Marquis Jr. making this happen here. On this force buy, not quite having the impact they'd hoped for. Bomb plant down, presumably a save from the last 2. Party Astronauts, slow starter here again. Man, you can't fault them for that pistol round in the last, right? They had every advantage. I mean, you can fault them for not killing Jeorge, but that was an incredible effort. But it has still been just a backbreaker for PA so far in the series that they just cannot start a half well.
Yeah, I mean, no question. The pistol rounds leave a lot to be desired. Understandably, like you mentioned there, it wasn't the worst pistol. It just didn't work out. Okay, hold on a second. Classia's trying to make some heroics happen here, at least in terms of frags. He's not going to win the round. But, okay, well, 2 frags, something. You force Nouns to buy up a little bit more, but that's all they're going to get out of the round. But yeah, it's just these pistol rounds need to be better for the Party Astronauts. They've lost every single one. They somehow managed to still win that previous map, even though they lost all the pistols. But yeah, it's a weak point for sure. And I mean, oftentimes against other opponents, we've criticized Nouns for their pistol rounds, right?
Mm-hmm. Certainly have. Certainly have. CJ, though. Ooh, got a lot of friends. CJ stacking up some money. He's done enough. This round certainly shouldn't be in doubt. Big risk is if Junior actually gets run down by the pistols here. Could give up a gun that they save through. But
nice
is good for the transfer. The old 1-2. And Nouns the 3 clean rounds.
This is literally Mirage, literally Ancient.
Does feel that way.
Mirage, so, but it's the exact same way it started on Ancient.
So double OT Party Astronauts win then. Can they get away with it twice? It does involve them losing this round and then running 8 in a row back. The problem is this last time there was a force. They were on different halves, right? The halves were reversed. So this time I think PA probably needs to get it done with this gun. Got the op.
more than likely.
They got
They're
everything
on the
working
T
for
side.
them.
Economy, yep.
It's a straightforward A take. No smokes down just yet. Somewhat unorthodox. They cleared a ticket. Now they go for the late smokes. And there's no presence in mid. PA are wary. Oh, Carson trying a cheeky bit of MAC-10 spam. That does not come up in his favor this time around. But PA are giving a ton of ground on this for the retake. Sixy's so convinced there's a player mid that he's actually just gone back up to clear it. Now, time is going to be an issue. They don't have kits. They do not have kits, so they got to get a move on. Wasted precious seconds here. Player Tetra is going to be a huge problem. That's Junior. Chop flying in, and Jeorge with a double kill. That's enough. Wolfie, Glacia, trying to get out of there, but half in, half out. Rarely works out. First one found. Second as well. Survived the bomb. Just barely.
And he gets an op.
That's not a bad find.
No. Wolfie gets his op back. Glacia does a ton of damage, only one player surviving, and the money is actually not that great on Nouns. I mean, you have Jeorge at 10k, so that's
the problem is that this is
you can buy it, but
after they've already bought.
yeah, it could be better for them though. Like,
It could be,
I mean,
yes. This is the
there's
first
some
step.
sort of silver lining, right?
The question is, can they capitalize in this round with the op, with the hero gun now? Can you get spicy? Fast cap play from Wolfie. He hits the jump. He's on the angle. Junior boosted up. Wolfie's begging for a peek here. Surprised they don't give him a con player just to make sure he doesn't get wrapped from underpass. There's the shot. Now he's away. That's what he wanted. Backed off with a bench player. And that's well done. That's how you maximize an AWP. Pushing to Palace here. I like what Party Astronauts are doing. They're super proactive right now. They found Palace control. This is clear. Ops back on the angle. Wolfie lives. Barely. But shifting
That's
it around,
huge.
staying mobile on the op. Now he's forced them back in towards mid to take that space. Meanwhile, they got Palace to play off of if they want it. Wolfie's lost. So the big guy's out of the round.
I mean, Chop's right there, so he has to throw the smoke to grab the op. He's trying to do exactly that. Smoke pops. CJ takes the head off of Sixy in the meantime towards mid. Chop's got the op, and he makes it count. Gets one Classy in the meantime, dropping Junior, and it's only Marky left, but Marky hits a wicked shot onto the head of Chop to keep hope alive for Nouns. 32 seconds left, though, and he's still got to go grab the
Where
bomb.
does he want to take it, is the question. Okay, so he's going to commit to this B
Has to
play.
be B, right?
Oh, he would have technically had time. Classia's just spotted him. He's out the window. There's the peek, and Clasia finishes this off. Op retrieve. Rifle picked up. And that salvaged op, credit to Clasia. Not only does he seal off this round, he's the guy who made it happen in the last. He's the guy who snuck that op out. Against all odds, made this happen. And now he's got Party Astronauts on the board.
Yeah, honestly, I thought that given the information that Marky had, going towards the A site was way too risky, so that's why he goes back to B. But you're absolutely right, Mike. I mean, having Clasia perform the way he is, he was second in terms of frags, I believe, on that first map. We had question marks about if he'd be able to fit into this roster on such short notice and actually make an impact, and the answer is absolutely yes. He's up to 9 frags now. And now Sixy is looking for some information. I think he spotted Marky over the top of that smoke. Throws the nade, and then the follow from Wolfie. They definitely saw him. Now a trade will come through and more. Nouns get 2 right on back. Wolfie, how does he connect that shot? I thought CJ was off screen there, but he manages to hit it through the wall. And it's a 3v3 and a 3v2. He swings around towards Broken Wall into A and gets one.
All right, man's heating up. Ramp control's going to be huge here as well. Jeorge wants to clear this out. Does he go all the way? Oh my goodness, he does. That's a great presence of mind clear from Jeorge. Would have been really easy to discount that, but he knows Bentley's got to be lurking somewhere.
Who's here?
All right, it is Wolfie on the angle. And Chop's getting closer on this flank. They're trying to let Junior work, but that's going to take so much time. And the thing is, even if Junior gets this kill, if Jeorge dies, it doesn't matter. Jeorge knows this. It doesn't matter. He just doesn't have time. He just doesn't have time. Unless...
Maybe.
He's got a Molotov. The Molotov's huge. The Molotov's massive. That's the key piece. That's the difference maker. The swing on in, but Chop wins it. Oh, everything on the line in that moment. And Party Astronauts cling to it.
Off we go again. 2 rounds in a row for the Party Astronauts, and Nouns have pistols only. Or do they? Junior's invested into an AK. And Jeorge gets a Tech 9. So it's a light pistol buy-up around a Hero AK coming through here for Nouns. Interesting decision. Hero AK's already gone. Wolfie gets Marky. Nothing working right now for Nouns as they tried to take that control of mid. 60 dropping CJ. Wolfie looks to flick on Carson, hits him in the leg, and Carson burns to a crisp in the Molotov. That was laid down as a trap for him. Jeorge, last one standing with a Tech 9, and no longer. Goodbye, Jeorge. Goodbye round for Nouns as Party Astronauts get a 3rd in a row.
Here we go. The floodgates are open now. You're going to get a reinvestment here, but it's not going to be great. There's going to be limitations. You're certainly not going to have an all for Junior. This is exactly what we had on Ancient, right? Except the sides are reversed, but once it starts now, you just can't stop the rounds from coming. You told me. I didn't believe that it was written in the fates. Seems to be here. I mean, it's a great sign for PA, right? If you're winning the rifle rounds more consistently, that means you're the better team. Just keep winning pistols. Start winning pistols, rather, and life would be easy. Wolfie, oh my goodness.
Throw that nade, Wolfie.
He's out. Molotov down. That might just save their bacon. Oh, a miss nade.
Did he miss that?
Yeah. That was a CT nade.
I thought that was a T nade.
A little bit of chaos. But at least for the moment, Nouns are rebuffed.
Oh, man.
Kill found in mid in the meanwhile, so it's just this Palace Brents they need to deal with. But again, disjointed, double smoke up. A little bit of panic, I think, off of that early exchange. And now, for the moment, they're just going to chill. It's the right call. Is Classy in ladder or window?
Yeah, I was just going to say.
Makes a pretty big difference here, actually. They got Chop boosted up. Here's the off to distract. Nice shot. That'll keep them from focusing on this Ninja spot. Classy was catwalk. Tried to peek. Dropped down, but Ninja, again, still a threat. And now Chop activates.
They don't even know.
Got teammates as well. I mean, they do now, but it's just too little, too late. Well done. Wolfie cleans things up. And that's PA tying up the scoreline here, denying another bomb plant.
And pretty cleanly overall. Yeah, they lose a couple, but Chop and Classia, plenty of cash to reinvest here. Wolfie, 60, and Ben Lee sitting on 4K apiece. Over on the Nouns side, not as rosy of a picture economically. They've got 4 Tech 9s and a Deagle. Little bit of util going into this round on the half buy. Couple players with body armor, they might just try to send it towards the A site and hope for the best. Already Jeorge eating a nade, going down to 63 HP. On the Party Astronaut side, they're just going to have to rebuff this, and what a way to start. Wolfie, the headshot overkill with the AWP. Ben Lead racks up a couple. It is just an absolute slaughter right now in favor of the Party Astronauts. Junior manages to get one, but I mean, he is done and dusted for all intents and purposes. There we go.
Started making me nervous when it was getting sustained there, but it is what it is. Gun's gonna come back up for Nouns. Op's gonna be there for Junior. Timeout going to be called. This is Adren getting in their ears. Trying to sort things out here. Keep the frustrations from flowing. Figure out how they want to attack this. Prime opportunity. If you can keep this to a 5-7, 6-6 half, all good. You let Party Astronauts win out like they did on Ancient? Not so good. Not so good.
Well, let's see if Nouns can change the way this story is written this time. Timeout's over. Round's about to get underway. looks like they're headed towards either B or a mid take, or maybe both. Looks like it's going to be both. 2 players going in towards the apartments with the bomb, leading the charge. Going to have to change that. They do. And a couple of players keeping themselves around mid, maybe waiting for a push to come through. Doesn't really happen. Junior waiting underpass. 6. He walks right into his crosshair. That's an easy one. 5v4 in favor of Nouns. Wolfie trying to get it back here towards top mid. Flashbang thrown. It's a good one. And Carson saves his life as a result.
Don't know if I fancy this repeat, but it's unpunished, at least for the moment. Oh boy, there's already a player out. Wolfie is not ready for this. There's the swing in. There's the pressure. Clasia at least can trade it. But a man advantage still. This commitment to the mid fight has cost Party Astronauts dearly.
At a certain point, you just have to give it up.
Force back as well. Where do they want to take it? Back into the underpass. They're thinking about finishing B, but Ben Leeds pulled off of A. They've got the read right now. They're gambling towards the right side of the map. Jeorge never poked his nose out of ramp, so he's just the lurk right now. He's going to throw a fake execute, perhaps?
He's got the full util.
There's time to bail. There is time. But they're about to hit the point of no return. This is interesting. Ben has a molly as well. It's good util. There's no catwalk presence. Jeorge is faking this. But PA aren't flinching. Not for the moment. There's the spot. There's the shot. But Ben Leet executed immediately with all that beautiful utility gone to waste. It falls to Clasia. Up against the op. Junior wants to plant. Knew he was out of time. Nade gonna strike on. Junior pulling off the pillar. Oh, hits the quick shot. There was no margin for error. He knew he had to plant. And Nouns will not get blanked out of this half.
Jeez. Looked like there was a moment where the Party Astronauts might have made that a 1v1. But Junior with a wicked close-range quickscope to ensure that Nouns secured the round, and they are back to a tied scoreline of 5-5. So indeed, history will not repeat itself here on Mirage for Nouns. Good news for them. Maybe not so good for the Party Astronauts, but they still have a buy in the bank. Full on util op for M4s. Junior posted up again in the exact same spot as the previous round. Don't want to see someone getting too aggressive here for the Party Astronauts, as that cost them early on in that previous one. Carson tried to molly him off, but Junior's going to get one anyway onto 6. Marky finds Glacia. Only one response from Wolfie with the AWP onto CJ. That's a man advantage again for Nouns.
Can this mid-fight cost them?
Again.
This is where Nouns want to thrive, and I understand wanting to contest, but tough one to do. Ben, 1 for 1, really throwing themselves into this. Brawling and Shop now gone. DA bet everything into this brawling. Well, Wolfie's actually slipped the window. There's no world where they expect him here. But Junior's ready for it.
Junior expected him.
Thought he got away with that, but Junior is clean on it. 4 kills picked up with the AWP. Nouns at least secure themselves 6. That, hold on, let's give credit where credit is due. That timeout was a game changer from Adren.
Yeah, no, a good one to call. Talk things over with the troops. Calm them down a little bit, and Junior in particular thriving. A mobile op there in that round, hitting every single shot. As Nouns at least ensure that they're either going to win this half or it's going to be a tie. Marky and Junior waiting again. Clasia, you're playing with fire, my friend. Flashbang getting it tossed in. Clasia eventually backs off. He manages to connect for... No, it's no damage. Just a flashbang hit Marky from his teammate, so I don't even know if that did anything at all. But a lot of presence gain here again to mid, and this time, Mike, the Party Astronauts wising up and giving them that space, especially considering their buy-up is more limited.
Yeah, they don't have the util for it. They don't have the util for it at all. They're just going to need to get some lucky engagements here.
No? Did he hear something?
No, he just knows the timing of his former team. Wolfie and Ben, here's that brawl back in towards mid, and this time it's going to work out. The delayed mid fight with even less to work with catches them off guard. Sometimes it's all just about getting that first domino knocked over. Clasia trying to come into the angle, and that will be the seal on the deal of the 6th round. We'll be back. Back live, second half. Things are even as can be between these two squads. 6-all reads the score. I don't know, John. Don't know which way to cut this.
I don't either. I'll be honest. Like, this has just been a brawl since we started Ancient. Now coming on here, Nouns managed to avoid that circumstance that occurred on Ancient where Party Astronauts just ran away with the first half and got 8 in a row. But still, I mean, it's very tightly contested. Pistol rounds have been the difference, it seems, a little bit for the Party Astronauts. Maybe they can come out with one here. They are charging into the A site. A retake setup, but Nouns don't have the kit. It's the second time I've said that. It was on the other side last time. Anyway, CJ's going to get 160 a couple. That's very strong for the Party Astronauts side. Maybe they'll finally get a pistol round under their belts, and Classia finds 2. Probably the third as well. There it is. 3K for Classia, and the Party Astronauts win a pistol round.
We found the solution to their pistol round woes. It's their stand-in.
Yes.
It's Classia. Just killing everybody. That's the way to do it. And I mean, speaking of the stand-in, he's been a super sub for them right now.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
16 and 7, a huge piece here on Mirage. Had some moments on Ancient, but it's really been Mirage where he's taken over. And I mean, this is definitely rewarding them for the choice of stand-in. What was... Okay, so we got the top mid smoke on mid. It's going to be a fountain full A exec. And Nouns. Is this everyone in underpass or on cat?
I think underpass.
Everyone in underpass. Cheeky. Okay. If you peek underpass, you're just insta vaporized. But otherwise, not a whole lot of ability to impact this round.
Or they're insta vaporized if you hit the shots. Because they're lined up, right?
Mm-hmm. That's true. You ever seen a 4-man collat?
No. Well, actually, yes, but it's like on a stage YouTube video.
Cheating. Well, that might make this expensive. Not so much, though. Just left to our boy Jeorge. Trying to get a gun. Just a Mackie. And he won't be able to escape the bomb's radius. So, Party Astronauts convert. They get through this one, but it wasn't an investment. So here comes the buy. Here comes the guns. Now, what's PA going to bring out against the rifles?
Good question. Let's see. Mac 10 for Classia. Wolfie's got the AK. 2 AKs, 2 Gorillas, and the Mac 10. That is actually not too bad at all up against Nouns. 4 A1Ss and FAMAS. This early util by PA. The aggression, the control they're gaining off of it. Perfectly thrown smoke into both window and con. In fact, it was a molly first for window and then the smoke afterwards. The space gained cleanly. Nouns aren't even challenging, and usually Nouns love to play towards mid. Oh, nice shot from Carson. Not often the player you see playing patient, but that time it pays off. And then he swings around and gets a second onto Wolfie.
Certainly does indeed. Might not expect 6E to flow into the ramp here. He's gained a little bit of ground, but with the player under Balk, with Carson here behind default, this is going to be tough. 6E's just waiting for somebody to play into his crosshair. But he's going to have to get active. Trying to confirm the path for his teammates to get through. There's the bait peek out. They don't know about 6E yet. Footsteps on, but 6E, they'll get the kill. Bomb could be planted. A little bit safe from Catwalk. Junior might just be the big threat here. But they're able to get in towards jungle. They're able to get some positions to play from. And 6E's able to fall back as well. So it's good early on for PA. All the utilities here on CJ, right? The bulk of it is stuck in ladder room. Not an easy position to throw from. Right on to 6E, that might just be enough. That smoke, does it cover off the bomb?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I think he's got to go out. Yep, he's got to go out. Doesn't quite cover. Marky,
Aye.
realizing he's stuck, just tries to fight. That's not going to happen.
Marky has not had the best series of Counter-Strike so far, and that is a smoke that he wants back. No question. Little bit further forward, and it would have been perfect, and he potentially could have defused the bomb, put a lot of pressure on, but he missed it.
He didn't realize the bomb spot. He thought it was planted for catwalk fully, but it was kind of an off angle to avoid getting spammed down in the plant, and that completely offsets it.
You gotta check that. 9-6 in favor of the party astronauts. Carson getting a little too eager. Classy takes a lot of damage, but he wins the engagement. 5v4, understandably, of course, because Nouns are just on the pistols. Wanted to try something a little more spicy. And now it looks like Nouns potentially want to pinch in towards mid. Put a lot of pressure on there. It wouldn't be a bad idea because it's only Wolfie up here. They could find themselves a frag. Wolfie is good for one. Not the follow-up, though. AK dropped on the ground for Jeorge to grab. In the meantime, Classy at 19 HP is trying to come out here, and Junior ends him. This is very scary, Mike.
Not again, not for the pistols. That's what they're thinking right now. Panicking. Okay, with control of mid, with the rotator out, with a minute still to work with, they can get out of this. Problem is they're surrendering an AK. They're surrendering a gun here on the Belk, right? And they're going to cross the bomb cat. Risk the Deegs. Oh, they're going back, eh? Little tomfoolery here. Now there's just a rifle that they have to contend with. That's a little bit of a misread. Not expecting the player to clear in towards Balk, and it all falls to Junior. But Ben is low. Ben Leet is low. But Junior will not have a chance to fight. Collective exhale from the Party Astronaut fans, and I'd wager the Party Astronaut players, because that one was very touch and go.
Yeah, I'm just exhaling for them because, wow, imagine losing another round like that, and it got close. Very, very close. Junior hits one more shot, and all of a sudden you're setting into a 1v1. Not looking great. Instead, they've got double digits, 10-6. Flawless so far in this second half. Junior firing a shot here. Not connecting. Now Jeorge gets taken down to 7 by Wolfie. Wolfie definitely wants that one back. Marky giving away his position. Gets the information. But oh, what a flick from Sixy to get the head off of him. CJ gets a trade and then Classy at the tap. Surgical shots coming through from both sides. 4v3 advantage for PA. And now make it a 4v2.
Guys got the headshots. That is ridiculous. Junior and Jeorge trying to battle this. But they can't hang on. Junior will have to back away, keep this up alive. They're watching this map spin out of control. After dragging this to a tied scoreline at the half, Nouns have just been unable to impact it since the switch.
This is
5 in a row.
Yeah. Junior manages to get Ben Leet. Doesn't matter. Money is great for the Party Astronauts, so they can continue to chase. They have to continue to chase at this point.
I mean, there are still limitations, but the question for Junior is just, can he keep this op alive?
It's so punishing if they get him.
Whew. Swing on the next. He's a wily coyote when he's defending the big green. Here's them coming. Oh, the shots are gonna land. Never is Junior more lethal than when he's keeping his hands on that sniper rifle.
He really is. 3 absolutely perfect shots required of him to stay alive, and he hits them all.
Decision time.
Yeah,
you can drop a gun.
I think you buy. You drop the A1S. CJ's already confirmed that they're going to buy up into this round. At least I think he has. Yeah, there we go. Junior drop. Junior, there we go.
He does. He does?
I think so. Yeah, he does.
Yeah, Carson goes back for it. Carson was fully ready to play that with a 5.7.
I mean, it's Carson. He'll play with anything.
But there they go. A rifle bought up. It's not been the most impactful map for Carson. He's been one of the key pieces to their effective Mirage of late, and he's been completely stymied. Hasn't been getting what he's looking for, but that's that saved off. That's that AWP. That's what they were trying to keep out of his hands into this round. Still, the kill on Catwalk puts Junior under renewed pressure, renewed threat. They want to get him off the angle. Op shot lands, but it's not a kill. Sixy cleaned up. Junior turning, needs to get that smoke down. It doesn't spread. He's so fortunate for that. But he's limping. 4 HP. Carson out of play. Junior just trying to get out of here, just trying to stay alive. but a man advantage for Nouns, and that might be enough. Marky's working his way up on the flank, working his way through apartments. It's going to be a while before he gets here, but that's just a random spam!
What?
Oh, Wolfie! Just the victim of a random tap of the mouse there. And now it leaves it all to Benleet. All the work in the world to do. Damage to the post plant would be enough, but Marky finds his exposed flank, and now the defuse on. Nouns aren't done fighting just yet.
Yeah, I was going to say, Marky on that flank is just too lethal for Ben. He would be exposed no matter what, and the pressure he was under, it just was a little too much to overcome. So finally, Nouns get a 7 thanks to the efforts of Junior, who I believe, I said it was a nade that hit Wolfie, but I think it was a tag from Junior that got him down to 20, and that ended up being a big difference maker because it made it a lot easier for Wolfie to get dropped through that smoke by Jeorge's spam. So we have a timeout called here by the party astronauts, perhaps sensing that that round could have been better. And they were so close to taking Junior down too, right? He walks in the Molotov, throws the smoke to defuse it, gets spammed down to 4 HP, but he's one of the survivors out of that previous round. Money is still a bit precarious here for the Nouns side. And obviously one more round loss and the party astronauts are on to map point.
Off we go to a consequential round. A lot riding on it. Oh, and here we go. Here's Nouns looking like themselves. Carson flying up middle. Flashbang good. Can Bentley catch him? Oh, the tick of the Molotov. Uh-oh. Gives it away. This is a bold way to take this fight. It's correct. Oh man, that was a risk that no one's speaking from cat or underpass. Still it works. Carson down for the count. Now they're all over the A site.
No!
Jeorge too!
No,
What? How were none of those kills through from Jeorge, but he's just shut them down? It's a massacre. It's a 1v3 now for Chop. Nade on his face. Bomb gonna be planted. He's burning. He's forced out into the fray, but the smoke still hold. Give him space to get out. Spotted the off. Oh, but CJ sidestepping his spray. That'll be enough. A defuse on, 3 players surviving, and once more, Nouns are resilient.
I thought Jeorge had 2 lined up there, and he did so much damage, but CJ was firing at the same time. So CJ gets credit for 1, Jeorge another, and then afterwards Jeorge strikes for his 2nd before he drops. But that was a big round for him. Party astronauts, despite the bomb plant money, the money is not going to be in a great spot, so they're probably just going to go for a half buy here. Could be the resurgence that Nouns was looking for. A couple of rounds in a row. Still a tough spot. And as we've seen, these pistols are anything but a sure thing for either side when they're going on their anti-ecos. Carson in his usual spot. Not pushing up mid though. Just holding con for now.
Now we got a little spanked in the last round. Maybe a bit more cowed now, especially against the pistols. 10 guys running it down.
Timing.
Junior keeps him safe, but there's the trade. There's the op out of play. Oh boy. Wee, that shot nearly a headshot. That could have been disastrous, but now they're finding the kills they need. Jeorge again backstops this team, keeps them thriving, keeps them fighting here. And keeps the Tech-9s from getting out of hand.
Yeah, Carson almost goes down for free because he got caught with utility out in his hands, but they don't chase him down. They give him a second chance at life, and then the peak comes out. Carson hits the headshot, and Jeorge supporting on the other side gets 3. So Jeorge almost jumped to the top of the scoreboard. It's actually been Junior who's been doing the brunt of the heavy lifting with 21 on the board. But, you know, Nouns still need 2 more rounds to tie this one up, and that's going to help Junior. Another one and a follow-up as well. He hits both players, no trade through, and still no trade. Carson with the HG frag on to 60. 5v2 in favor of Nouns. Dominant here into this round. I don't understand how the party astronauts don't drop Junior, but he's alive and still has a chance to even get another one here.
That's all that matters. All that matters. All tall. Force Carson out, but he's got a smoke. He's ready for it. Actually, kind of a cheeky smoke bloom. Leaves a gap. That'll be fixed. That'll be mended. I don't know how you get back into this round, but they'll try. And they will fail. Glacia, all the work to do and too many targets to find. We're within one. John, I don't know how we've gotten here.
Yeah.
Nouns have just run back, what, 4 rounds in a row to make a game of this.
Yep. And just an update on the other match that's happening. It's over. Boss have taken it 2-0. Overtake Flight 13-9 on Mirage, 13-7 on Ancient. So the winner of this one is going to face off against Boss for a chance to make those grand finals.
The question is, how did the new guy do? Ooh, top of the board. Fang. 1.32 rating, 36 and 28. Nicely done. Good signs. Encouraging signs.
Sweet.
Him in the fold. Carson 1 for 1. This has really not been his map. Normally he's the Mirage Demon. But they may not need him in this round. There's a teensy bit of investment, so a bomb plant would not be remiss. But that's going to be a real tough ask. You need to basically get it down while these smokes are up. Okay, actually, there we go. Okay, bomb money secured. That's very
really
nicely
good.
found.
They just snuck that one in. Top's dead. But yeah, bomb plant found. Even though Nouns don't really get punished that much in terms of their economy, so that's going to be thriving for the remainder of regulation. Tied up 11-11, but yes, that extra $800 actually makes a significant difference because it allows Wolfie to get almost full util versus without it, he would only have maybe one piece. And the rest of the squad too will be a lot more comfortable in their buy-up here in the second to last round of regulation. We've gone down to the limit again.
Let's see if we go beyond the limit this time.
Yay.
Feels like we just might be destined for it.
It feels like it.
These two teams struggling to put their opponents away. Oh, Junior's facing. Junior's out. Wolfie on the other side. Straight up fight. Flashbang doesn't catch. It was too shallow.
Yeah. Still had visibility.
60 dead to rights on that one. They'll take the ground. They'll take the real estate at the cost of his life. Let's see what they can do with it. Molotov to slow this down. Nouns want to fight. Nouns want to brawl. They're boosting up bricks. And as we know, Carson's always going to be close. Sad hand. That shot reveals it. Doesn't quite connect. Carson is burning. But there he goes. He capitalizes on the swing. Carson trying to end it all here. That he can't do. Absolutely right. It's not over. Yet a missed shot from Junior. Gives Chop a stay of execution here. The problem is the bomb's down.
41 seconds left on the clock for them to make a play as well, and they're very far away from each other. And the bomb's still in full visibility of CJ. They need to make a big play here. Glacia's trying to catch the angle here onto CJ. He did spot him. Molotov's going to get tossed forward. But CJ's heard Chop, and Chop already gets tagged down to now 0.
No time.
This round's
There's just
over.
no time.
Yeah.
He's got to fight the con player. Doing that, Jeorge should have the back turned. I mean, he knows where to expect the fights from, but Glacia is just running out of seconds here. Just wants to try and save this AWP. Can't get clocked. Oh, he's away. They're going to chase him down. There's no risk to them.
Just got to keep running.
Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Oh, he's away. He's away. The op will live. Glacia gets away with it. That's a gift over to Wolfie. A timeout used here as party astronauts have seen this hurdle out of control.
Probably should just use both your timeouts here, honestly. If you're party astronauts, give yourselves as much time to talk things over as possible. Because your backs are against the wall here. Chance to push it into OT. They need a big one. And honestly, that saved op was huge for Glacia because he gets Wolfie an op that he wouldn't have seen otherwise. And they're still able to get pretty much a full-on buy-up here. Sure, util is a little bit light for 60 and Chop, but that shouldn't be too much of a difference maker here. They've talked it over, decided not to take the double timeout. And we are off round number 24, map number 2. The Party Astronauts have a 1-0 lead in the series. But if Nouns get this one, we're headed to map number 3. Junior locked in, has been a big reason why Nouns were able to make this resurgence in the second half, and he continues to be. Hits the shot onto Wolfie, wins the op-v-op duel, neutralizes that saved op that was graciously given to Wolfie by Classia. But 60 gets one back, Mike.
Timing of Marcus B could have been huge. There's a lot of eyeballs watching it, though, so he thinks better of it. They're boosting into window. They're boosting into window. Marcus just on the other side of this. Oh, and he's deleted. Big round for 60. The Mirage Demon himself's coming alive, but the jump's not good. Junior's on the
What
angle,
a shot!
and he's right back to it. Classia trying to catch the timing. There's just nothing to do with Junior. Has taken command. This could be the ace. This could be the ace to seal the deal here. He's got eyeballs on the right angle. Bentley will have CJ dead to rights. There's the assassination, but Junior just needs one more. 4 kills already found. Looking to seal the deal on this map of Mirage. By the might of his gun. By the might of his scope. Oh, it coming down to the wire. Is it going to be the ace or overtime? No! The ace it is! We're going the distance. We're going a third. And a Junior ace is how we get there.
Wow. I mean, we've sung Junior's praises in the past, but he just played a map and a half on Mirage, the ace at the end.